Hello guys, the next issue essay number 4, number 2 and number 3 are the same basically with number 1, I reflected it in the comment under the first issue essay. So here we're asked to write a response in which we discuss the extent to which we agree or disagree with the claim. In developing and supporting your position, be sure to address the most compelling reasons and/or examples that could be used to challenge our position. The effectiveness of a country's leaders is best measured by examining the well-being of that country's citizens. So here I will take a position that I disagree with the claim that the best indicator of the effectiveness of a country's leaders is the well-being of that country's citizens. The well-being of people that live in a particular country is one of the possible indicators, but not the best, that could be taken into account while measuring the effectiveness of that country's leaders. So this is my position here, and first of all I will give a counter-argument. The aim of any country's government is to provide the well-being and the high standard of living of the country's citizens. This statement is often declared in the constitutions of different countries. Based on this fact, many people will agree that the achievement of that aim surely indicates the effectiveness of governments. For example, in the Constitution of Russia, it's declared that the main aim of the country's leaders is to provide the well-being of the nation. Moreover, scientists have elaborated a plethora of indicators that help to evaluate the well-being, such as average income, unemployment rate, gross domestic product, etc. These indicators exactly reflect the well-being of nations and could be used to evaluate the effectiveness of a country's leaders. But, while it consists the noble idea with which no one argues, the criteria that measure the well-being, such as average income, unemployment rate, etc., do not take into account specific circumstances on which government cannot influence. For example, first, natural disasters as drought or flood can cause significant loss of supply of provisions in a particular country. The loss of supply of provisions may drastically drop the well-being of people in the country, while the government will do their best to deal with the consequences of the disaster. Second example is the war. It's difficult to provide people by well-being when your country is under attack. Therefore, the well-being might not be the best measure of the effectiveness of a country's leaders due to internal or external circumstances which the leaders cannot control. Additionally, the low standard of living does not demonstrate current efforts of a country's rulers. Since it's almost impossible to improve the well-being of a country's citizens immediately, for better evaluation of the ruler's effectiveness, one should consider the evolution of the well-being. For example, China has one of the biggest economies in the world, and the well-being of its citizens has sharply increased over the past 20 years. This is the result of the effective management of the country's leaders during that time. If we examine the well-being of China's citizens 20 years ago, we will find out that most of the citizens had the low standard of living compared to developed countries. This low standard of living did not reflect the effectiveness of the country's rulers, since they worked hard and the well-being had strong positive trend. Thus, measuring the effectiveness by the well-being might lead to a wrong conclusion. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to support my channel and share your thoughts in comments. Bye.